What's up, guys? It's your bro Richie Rich again. Say what's up, guys? It's your bro Richie Rich again. Um, Tonight in this video, I am back with another Fast and Furious car video for y'all. And so yeah, I am now doing the final film. Well, for now, which is now Fast X. That's right, Fast 10, 2023. So this is gonna be pretty exciting. So, so, uh, tonight in this video, I'll be talking to you about the first car. So yeah, like I said, I'm back with another Fast and Furious car video for y'all. And tonight in this video, I'll be talking to you about the cars now from Fast X 2023. So this is gonna be really exciting. So now in Fast X 2023. So, the final film till the last one will be released somewhere around 2026 or 2027, somewhere around those 2 years. But again, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, with that being said, let's get started with tonight's video. So tonight in this video, I'll be talking to you about one of the most iconic cars, one of the most iconic cars in the movie franchise. Let alone the Eclipse from the first movie, but one of the most iconic cars that was seen mostly in the entire franchise. So, wondering what car I'm talking about? Yep. So tonight in this video, I'll be talking to you about the car that I mostly wasn't really a huge fan of. I mean, I liked them, but for me personally, it's a car that I struggled to like the car. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a good car, but what I'm trying to say, it's a car that I would struggle to decide if I want to drive this car in the future or not. I mean, literally, this car was just, it was one of the most iconic. This is a car that I usually struggle with because this car appeared way too much in the franchise. I'll be honest, it appeared way too much in the franchise, and it's getting a little bit overrated, and it's a bit too much. But well, I mean, we might see more of this car in the final film, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so wondering what car I'm talking about? Yep, you read the title. Tonight in this video, I'll be talking to you about the iconic 1970 Dodge Charger. 1970 Dodge Charger RT. That's right. So I can't even talk. So tonight in this video, I'll be talking until about the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. So before I start, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you literally don't want to make brand uploads. So without any further ado, let's get started. So let's begin. So the 1970 Dodge Charger RT from Fast X 2023. Here we go. So the 70 Charger RT, so the 70 Charger RT is a major car driven by Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, in the Fast and the Furious franchise. Overviews next, so let's do it. So manufacturers by Chrysler. Every time I say Chrysler, just nod off like this. Honestly, I hate to say, hey, Chryslers. I just hate Chryslers, even though they're owned by Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes is just better. I mean, Mercedes built better cars, even though they do have problems, usually break down, air suspension problems, all that kind of stuff. They're still just better. Chryslers are a piece of shit. Piece of shit Chryslers. Honestly, just what? Honestly, why? Unless they change the company, which is now Stellantis, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but Chryslers? Hell no. Heck no. Anyway, so manufactured by Chrysler? Hell no. Make is Dodge. Thank God, that's a little bit better. So, the model is a Charger RT. Production year is 1970. Proper year, proper classic year for muscle cars. So production year is 1970. Model status is discontinued. Body and chassis next. The class was a pony car. Um, paint color was black. Character was next. The driver was Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel. Um, the use is just for like standard driving, pretty much. Status is pretty much active. I mean, it doesn't say, but it is pretty much active. The films was obviously Fast X 2023. Similar cars to that was the Maximus Charger 2000, as I like to call it, because that was painted in like brushed aluminum and it had 2000 horsepower. The 68 Charger RT from Furious 7 2015. Sorry, the 70 Charger RT is a major car driven by Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious franchise. Alright, next up we got is history. So we're gonna scroll all the way down to Fast X. There's not much on it, but well, let's do it. Dom, played by Vin Diesel, gives his son Brian Marcos, who's the son of both Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, and Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, and Elena Neves, played by Elsa Pataki. I can't pronounce it correctly, but I try. And the stepson of Letty Ortiz, played by Michelle Rodriguez. And the nephew of Isabel Neves, played by Daniela Melchior. Her last name, I can't pronounce it correctly, but her last name is spelled Melchior. uh, Jacob Toretto, played by John Cena. Mia Toretto, played by Jordana Brewster. And Brian O'Connor, who used to be played by Paul Walker, may rest in peace. But now, very soon, Brian O'Connor might now be played by Cody Walker, Paul Walker's youngest brother, and possibly a mix of CGI will be mixed as well. But I'm not 100% sure. But it's either CGI they're gonna use, or they might use Cody Walker to portray uh, his brother's character, Brian O'Connor. I mean, it would be great if Cody Walker would do this because he looks a lot like Paul, 100%. 100% respect. I mean, it would be great if he would like do it. If it would be great if he would be legit like in the movie, like no CGI or anything, just like properly there. I mean, it would be great. Unless they would just like use like at least a hint of CGI. I'm not 100% sure, but again, either one of those two options would work, I guess. So Brian Marcos, the son of Dominic Toretto and Elena Neves, then the stepson of Letty Ortiz, and the nephew of Isabel Neves, Jacob Toretto, Mia Toretto, and Brian O'Connor. And the cousin of Jack and his younger sister. Amelia, I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm guessing it's Amelia or I'm not 100% sure. The younger sister of Jack. So again, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it is. I don't know, but I think it was. I don't know. Anyway, so back to the Chargers. So Fast X 2023. So Dom gives Brian Marcos, it was his son in the movie, played by God. Who is he played by? Leo Abello Perry. So Leo Abello Perry. Um, so Dom gives Brian Marcos, played by Leo Abello Perry. So Leo Abello Perry, a driving lesson at Dodger Stadium, where Brian O'Connor was first seen, testing out his '95 Eclipse RS. In the first movie, it was like a reference, pretty much. So Dom gives Brian Marcos, played by Leo. So Dom, played by Vin Diesel, gives Brian Marcos, his son, played by Leo Abello Perry, a driving lesson at Dodger Stadium, and teaches him how to drive. I mean, drift. Sorry, and teaches him how to drift. I mean, he drove pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. They then drive home in the Charger for their latest family barbecue, and Dom presumably leaves the Charger parked at 1327, which he did actually, when he goes to Rome, the capital of Italy, to stop Dante Reyes, played by Aquaman's Jason Momoa. As for specifications, there's like legit, like, let me just double check real quick. I doubt there is anything. There is nothing for this car in terms of mods at all. Like, they're just bone stock pretty much. And his last up is trivia. It says, and it's pretty much the same with all the Chargers I talked about in the past. So the last up is trivia, and now that there, now move on to the next part of the video. So Roman Pierce. So Roman Pierce's phone, played by Tyrese Gibson, identifies Dom by showing an image of his charger, so Dodge Charger when he rings. So when he rings, Vin Diesel. Say Roman Pierce's phone, played by Tyrese Gibson, identifies Dom by showing an image of his, but identifies Dom by showing an image of his charger when he rings, like when he calls. So when he rings, Vin Diesel has deep respect for the Charger, kissing it at the Furious 7 trailer debut. When Brian repairs the Charger to save Dom from the prison bus at the end of the fourth movie, the Charger's rear plate now reads 3DHI, so it's a 7-digit plate number. So I don't really talk about number plates that often in my videos because it's not really necessary. But so the Charger's rear plate now reads 3D, so 3DHI, so 3DHI, so 3DHI 832. This so 3DHI 832, the same plate Brian had on his skyline earlier in the movie. The Charger's supercharger blower in the first movie was literally completely fake. Dennis McCarthy, a picture car coordinator of the previous Fast and Furious films, and his team built a mold of the Charger to make it easier to build new Chargers in the future. The damaged Charger from the first movie back in 2001 was later used for the junkyard scene in the 2005 2005 Disney movie, Herbie Fully Loaded, albeit with a different hood, without both the supercharger blower and the race car appearance. Maggie Payton, played by Lindsay Lohan's character, Maggie Payton. So Maggie Payton, played by Lindsay Lohan, enters the car and plays with it as if she's racing in it until she changes her mind until she changes her mind before her attention turns to Herbie, the classic 50s Beetle. Last part I landed there. As of 2020, so 5 years, well, nearly 6 years ago, the original Hero Charger from the original Hero Charger, Hero Charger from the first movies, with a private owner in Europe. Whereabouts is unknown, but it's somewhere in the Netherlands, presumably. All right, and that's pretty much it for the Charger. So, if you guys like this video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. All right. So that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon for the next video. Till then, stay safe. Have a great evening and a good day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So yeah, take care, folks. Take care, folks. Take care, folks. Stay out there. So stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night.